But yeah, I guess I'll start this out because with some Witmer's updates, because that's how we usually start
Hey,
these podcasts, doing our
the
own
one and
kind of
only.
updates and every yes, the one and only Witmer's updates. Um, so the past couple of weeks have actually been pretty busy for once. It's crazy, I know.
Nice, nice. I like it.
Um, so this past weekend, and unfortunately, this is why I couldn't hang out with you this past weekend, is because um, I went up to Pittsburgh to see my niece.
Nice.
So my sister and her husband had a wedding on Saturday. So
Oh, very
I
nice. Okay.
thought it'd be fun, and I went with my mom, and we both went out to Pittsburgh for the weekend. We left Friday
Nice.
like afternoon, around noonish, or no, around 1 o'clock. We left. Got there pretty much once we got there. She just
Probably
wanted
like six.
what?
Because you said you left around like one.
Yeah, I left where I wanted, but it's only like a 4 hour
So,
drive. So we got there around like
oh wow, it's only
5:30.
4 hours.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Usually it's like for my parents, like when we would go out to visit Mike and Pitt when he went to school there and everything, it was like 4.5, 5 hours. But then again, depends who's driving.
It's true. It does. It also depends on traffic too, once again, to Pittsburgh and
Yes, that
everything.
too.
Because most of the drive is pretty much just turnpike. It's more so once you get into the city itself or getting around that. That's kind of the issue. Which is what
Exactly.
which we kind of had that little issue with too. Because when we got down there, what we were trying to do was trying to avoid the city, but unfortunately, we missed the exit we were going to go off, which would
Mm.
have taken us around
Whoops.
the city. So unfortunately, we had to hit the city traffic, and there was a Pirates game
Yes.
that day as well at home. But thankfully, the traffic wasn't too bad. It didn't really
I
mess up
mean,
in
I
terms
wouldn't
of
really
ETA
expect
either.
there to be that much traffic with pirate schemes, just saying, with their 20 fans.
Yeah, fair enough. But it's still one of those things. It was a Friday evening. You're coming around rush hour, plus you're talking about a sporting event going on
True.
at the same time. We hit traffic, but it was honestly not as bad as I thought it was going to be because we never
Right.
really stopped for any length of time. It was just kind of a slow, kind of
Yeah.
painful trying to get through all the tunnels and everything.
I
But once
gotcha.
we
Yeah.
got there, we ate some pizza. I hung out with my niece pretty much playing around out back and everything.
Nice.
Um, I think I watched a few movies here and there. Saturday, we pretty much I was able to watch the Phillies games on uh Saturday. Sunday
Saturday,
we
Sunday.
came
Yep.
back. Yeah, we came back yesterday, and I missed the end of the Phillies game. So pretty much I was going off of your text of figuring
Yeah,
out what
that's
was going
probably a
on.
good thing.
Yeah,
It's probably a good thing.
yeah, probably a good thing because they unfortunately lost. But
Yeah.
yeah, so pretty much the whole weekend was just spent plugging around with my niece, doing the usual kind of thing because um she did this weird. She's been doing this thing lately where she acts like she's like a character at a theme park, and she's the attraction. So she has all these like stuffed animals and every toy that she has lined up to go
I
see
love
her.
it.
Not only that, she's signing autographs for
That's
them and
fantastic.
everything.
That's so funny. That's really funny.
Yeah. But outside of that, we played her version of Monster Tag, which and consisted of the person who was it was a monster, and pretty much you had to go around and imitating a monster kind of
I
thing.
love it.
It was a
I would
mixture of
honestly
tag
pay
and
to
hide
see
and
you.
seek. It was
I
a
love
mixture of
that.
hide and
I would
yeah.
pay to see you do your best imitation of being a monster and
Yeah.
walking and stomping around as a monster. So I personally would love that.
Yeah, but we were doing that pretty much the rest of the weekend whenever we were outside because it was nice all weekend. So we didn't really
Yeah.
have any issue playing out back and kind of, you know, wearing her out a little bit because, energy
Oh yeah.
with a young
Those kids
kid, a
never seem to
30-year-old
run
kid
out of
kind
energy.
of, yeah. So, but after a while, it was one of
Yeah.
those things like, can we play something else? We're like, no, we're playing this. Like, all
Yeah.
right.
No, literally, and you'll find this out. Yeah, if you haven't already, and
I
anyone
have.
listening, is that
Yeah.
once little kids have their go-to game, that is all they will play day in, day out, every
Hmm.
single time you see them. Every single time.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. And if you do one other thing, they'll be there for like 5 2 minutes. Yeah, I'm bored. Let's go back to this game.
Yeah. But I see her
Every
so
time.
infrequently. So every time I see her, it's always something different, something new that she's
Yeah.
playing with, or something different that she's kind of obsessed with at the time. Like when she came up for Memorial Day weekend, since we celebrated both my niece's birthday or their
Mhm.
birthdays then, um, it was the same thing, but we were playing more around the pool
Mhm.
kind of
Nice.
thing. Again, we brought out the castle, because she very
The
much,
castle.
yeah. uh, so that's the only thing she ever wanted to play with, was just around the castle and everything.
I mean, can you
Because my
blame
other
her?
niece was one, she was here and there, um, playing with her, because there'd be occasional toy that my other niece would want to play with here and there, and she would
Mhm.
kind of play with her here and there. But in a couple of weeks, my sister is due, so soon I'm gonna she's about to have a sister. I'm gonna get another either niece or nephew. So that's something to look
There
forward to
you
for
go.
me at least. So in a couple
Nice.
of weeks,
Well,
I'll be going back
congratulations there.
around Fourth of July weekend, I think.
Nice.
I'm going to be going back out to Pittsburgh.
And it's gonna
See
be
whether
Uncle
it's,
Whitmer. What 3.0 now?
yep, 3.0.
There you go.
And
3.0.
they're not finding out the gender, so it's either a niece or a nephew. So we'll see what
Oh, very
happens.
nice. All
Yep.
right.
Uh, but outside of that, pretty much since then was just kind of spent outside of this past weekend was pretty
Yeah,
much because, there's been a couple of hot days. The weekends have actually been pretty nice out, so it's been
they have
just
been.
kind of setting out back. I think it was sent a snap out to you guys one of the nights where I was pretty much out drinking out back watching the Phillies game because it
Yep.
was nice
Yeah, I
out.
saw that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would. It's been honestly pretty great out lately. Like